What's going on, guys? Coach Sully from the Nanaimo Kettlebell Club. Today I wanted to review with you guys a topic that's come up a few times this week. And that would be, some people ask the question, how do I make the kettlebell stop like whacking into my shoulder on cleans? So kettlebell cleans is when we swing the bell into our rack position. Rack position is this position here. And some people have an issue with basically just making too abrupt and hard of a landing, right? There's a big impact. There's a few things that could be going on that are contributing to that. And in many ways, they're very much related and there's a lot of overlap. So one thing that may be happening is you're overshooting the clean. So you're coming up in the rack and it comes up really high and then just comes down and lands on you and creates impact that way. That may be what's happening. A really good way to find out is reviewing that in video and checking to see exactly how high that kettlebell is elevating above the level of your shoulder. So if we take a look at our rack position, we want to compare the height of where that bell is right now with where it gets to when you're actually in that swing phase up into the rack. So if this is our destination here, in a perfect world, the bell shouldn't really go much higher than that, if at all. So when I sort of think about doing cleans, I try to think about just getting that bell just onto that ledge, almost like you've got a glass and you're putting it away in the cupboard, and that shelf that you're reaching for is that top shelf, and you're just getting it just onto that ledge and sliding it on. That's how I like to think about the clean, is I want to get it just there, not overshoot it. I want to get it just up onto the ledge. Maybe that'll help you, maybe it won't. But the basic premise here is we don't want to overshoot it. So video review is really helpful. Check to see exactly how high that bell is coming up. If that bell is completely overshooting the shoulder, like the whole body of the bell is over the shoulder, it's way higher than it needs to be. If the bell is that high, it also means that your elbow is not connected to your body. We can do a clean with the elbow never really leaving your body, okay? Or at least lifting upwards off your body. It can slide around, but we usually say it can slide around, but we don't want to lift it off, right? So check to see what your elbow is doing there. Okay, next thing that may be happening is you may be pulling too hard in the clean. So if you like to pull that bell in after that swing starts to take effect. So we're swinging, and when we get to about here, some people have a really intense pull. And if you're having an impact issue, you may be just pulling that guy right into your shoulder. So if that's what's happening, we want to ease up on that a little bit. Now, both of those two things I just talked about overlap with the issue of over gripping. So usually we see an overshooting of the bell height-wise when the grip is too tight. And we also see an overly tight grip on that pull, right? Because it stands to reason that if you're going to pull it really hard, you're probably gripping it really hard too. So a thing that I talk about all the time is keeping your grip fluid, nice and loose, right? So as we're coming up, we're going to release those fingers and just keep that hand open. And the bell will just want to slide down the hand and rest into our 45-degree, 3 points of contact rack position that we're looking for. So if we can relax that hand, we'll probably minimize the height on that swing and we'll minimize the amount of pulling that's happening. So important to note on that grip fluidity is that when we're inserting the handle doesn't rotate in the hand so much as the hand pushes through the window, okay? So you'll want to examine, are you gripping the handle tight, and are you thinking about a clean more as, or a snatch for that matter, and the kinetics of it more as the handle rotating in the hand, or are you trying to actually push your hand through the kettlebell window, which is really what we want to try to do. So hopefully those observations and analyses help you to figure out your clean and figure out why you might be having too much impact. If you have any questions, then just send them my way. Okay, thanks guys.